Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. It's time for Victoria 2, Balkans multiplayer. I don't know, what are we naming this series? Remove Kebab?
No idea. We'll come
Something.
up with
There's
something.
already a removed kebab out there.
So
isn't
in the
there?
last episode, Kelvin's plan didn't work at all.
Yeah, Russia's a big coward. Boo.
And your plan B is to try again until it works.
Nash, I have a secret
Yeah.
plan. It involves Prussia.
Yes, invite them to your plot. That CK2 reference.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I'm doing. Anyway, so, where we last left off, we were also getting a bit of money for factories soon, which should be exciting.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to unpause. So, we were just talking about factories actually off camera.
Wow, I already finished that research pretty much. Yep.
Yeah,
it's
because
done.
you had a bunch of points stored up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
At this
Soon
point,
enough.
store
So-
up points.
I still got 100 stored.
That's fine. Right now, we want to store up points because we will unlock the idealism tech in 1840
Right.
under philosophy culture.
Plus 50% research points. Yep, that's good.
Yeah, there's a reason you save up for that tech column.
Yeah, like any research bonus is always good in any strategy game ever.
Yeah, pretty much. It's true.
Can you stop a research?
Yes, but you lose your points in it, so it's generally a bad idea.
Okay.
If you've
I
already
don't see
started
the
on
button.
something, just see it through. It's fine.
Yeah. But where's the
Not the end of
button?
the world.
I don't even see it.
Yeah.
That whole tree is basically research bonuses.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
That's why every time you see one of those activation years coming
Yeah,
up,
you
you
research
just-
that.
Yeah. So yeah, since we're in 39, 40's coming up. So hey, we need to stockpile some points for that.
Mm-hmm.
Simple math, I guess.
But does it actually help as much though for us? Like the philosophy stuff? The research points? Since
Yes,
we're
it
small?
helps hugely.
Okay. Yeah. But for bigger nations it helps a lot more.
Not really. Well, I guess that's true, but only to a degree. It's really only helps extra if you're a great power, and that.
But as Britain, I'm guessing you can get like a lot of nice techs going.
It actually helps more if you're like Prussia. The Germans, for
Oh,
whatever
yeah.
reason, start with like 70% literacy.
Oh wow.
As I say.
Oh yeah. that's
Axe.
true. Oh. 11.1% literacy. Yay, it's going up.
So I'm about to hit 200 relations with Russia.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, you can't necessarily influence how the dice fall.
Mm-hmm.
It might take them a little while, but if you... Let's click on you. Have a look at you. Well, currently, you're in the sphere of Great Britain, and both France and Russia are friendly to you. Unfortunately, they aren't investing any influence in you right now, so it might take a while before you get ripped out of the sphere of Great Britain, if you do at all.
Yeah.
Who knows? Right now, I think Russia might be focusing on me, maybe, if I'm lucky.
But I can still improve my relations with great powers because sitting at 9 diplo points is a little bit useless.
Yeah, it's wasteful.
And
As
I
a
don't see
general
much
rule,
else you can spend them on,
as a general rule,
at least right now.
improve your relations with anyone who is not the Ottoman Empire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like Prussia. I recommend Prussia. Remember, the Prussian Space Marines. I know it's a meme,
Right.
but it's right. Prussia is OP.
So where do you see your allies? Because I can't see them.
Well, if you just click on a country, it shows you allied with.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I see.
Yeah, it shows you're allied with the Ottomans right now.
Oh, okay. I had the show great powers thing on and not the
Yeah.
show wars.
Yeah,
Which
that changes the
things.
data available, so you gotta
Yeah.
watch that.
Yeah, I
Alright.
don't think you'll be allied to the Ottomans in the long run. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm technically still protected by the Ottomans, and they can't declare war on me, which works pretty
Okay, hold on.
obviously.
Can you pause? I got some event.
Oh, sure.
All population in Greek Peloponnese becomes 10% more liberal. Gain 1 militancy, gain 1%, 1.0 militancy, 1.0 consciousness.
That's good though,
Or-
isn't it?
All pops in Peloponnese changed by minus 1% and gain 4 militancy. So 10% more liberal is not necessarily a bad thing, right?
Not really. It means they'll want more reforms towards democracy. On the other hand, you can just go and shoot a bunch of people and they won't be liberal anymore.
Yeah,
Those are
let's
your two
not do that.
options. Let them become more liberal, or
Yeah, I let them become more liberal.
yeah, that's those are your two options. So
I can pretend I like democracy.
yeah, that's the best way to do it.
The last
Uh,
36 months, the price of machine parts has steadily increased.
Gone up.
Risen,
The research
yeah.
goes way faster than I thought it will.
I'm looking at the newspapers.
Oh yes, newspapers.
Oh
funny.
yeah, there are newspapers.
Pro tip: no one ever looks at the newspapers.
Okay.
Oh,
War between Spain and Morocco. Nobody cares.
crisis averted.
Yeah, just read
what
more about my
wanted.
shame, why don't you?
What? We have fielded 3 out of 0 possible brigades that our soldiers can support.
Yep, sounds about right.
Must be the military spending.
Mhm.
Oh, forgot to build the liquor distillery.
Yeah,
gonna build
I'm
that
still too
now.
poor for that crap.
Yeah, I'm still waiting to get more money.
Oh, what is
Remember, the
this
Russian
fact?
prince actually, for whatever reason, by the way, is rich.
So, how exactly do you affect your efficient or tax efficiency?
Technologies, for the most part. If you go into the commerce tab at the top, there's just financial institutions. Like, just look
Right.
along that track. Tax efficiency is 5% for every tech.
Yeah.
There you go.
So that's a good tech to get, no?
Yeah, if you need more money.
Do you ever not need more money?
What is this?
I don't need more money, said no one ever.
Yeah.
What is this projected daily balance? Minus 8,000.
That's
it's
because
wrong.
you built a factory.
Yeah, it's so wrong.
That just means it is totally wrong. It's because you've prepaid all that in advance, and the game doesn't realize it. Like you just the money was consumed into this weird pit, where it's not part of your balance, but for whatever reason the projected
Yeah,
daily balance
it's
doesn't
like
realize
some
that
sort
it
of
exists.
spending.
Yeah.
Okay, it's construction.
Yeah,
spend.
it is.
Yeah.
It's for constructing the factory.
Yeah.
Like I said, it doesn't actually realize it.
Oh, I don't have
So
enough
can we actually
cement.
talk a bit about the important tech lines in here? Because there are actually a lot.
There
Yeah.
are 25 tech lines in total, 5 times 5, as you can follow along.
Like, for example, any tech that says activate something, like activate lumber, what exactly does that do?
That gets you a new factory.
Mm-hmm.
So
But it
you know,
says
early-
both activate lumber mill, which I assume is just allowing you to build that. But what about activate lumber?
Well, activate lumber is not really a point, and it's already been activated.
Mhm.
But if no one has researched that tech before, if you're the first one to get it, then you activate
Okay.
that resource. In particular, if you go to industry and go to organic chemistry, there's one activate fuel,
Right.
like for oil. And later on, you'll see activate cars, activate telephones.
Yep, I see it.
Such resources are not listed in our trade tab because they are not activated yet.
Okay.
Be
that's
funny
just-
if they were activated now.
Yeah, would be kind of weird. So since they aren't, yeah, that's basically all there is to it. And the little activate, lumber mill is for activating the factory, allowing you to build it.
And what about military techs? Because we didn't even consider getting any of them. Isn't it a bad idea to fall way behind in military tech?
Well, here's the problem. At least for me, I'm a
You
tiny
have to
ass.
balance it somehow, surely.
Yeah. It depends on your strategy. I plan to get Russia to fight most of my wars for me.
Right.
You're probably gonna need a few military techs here and there, yeah, and try not to fall too far behind. But as a general rule, things like research points come first, education efficiency comes second.
I guess.
That's fair to say. And then depending on whether or not you want to go more army or industry heavy is up to you. I'm gonna go for the bit more industry heavy.
So one more thing on the technology screen.
Yep.
Possible inventions. What's that all about?
When you research a technology, basically a bunch of little possible inventions will appear from that, and those grant you additional bonuses beyond just the technology. So right now we're all researching idealism,
Mm-hmm.
and then if you click on the idealism tech in the bottom right, there'll be 3 little gray light bulbs next to some names.
Yep.
And those are the proverbial inventions. They'll get moved over into the left column once the technology is researched.
Okay.
And then you'll have a % chance every month of unlocking them, which grants you an additional bonus. In the case of idealism, it's just some prestige.
Right.
But if you go to some other ones, especially army techs, where you can get additional attack and stuff.
Yeah, that seems very luck-based. Like, you have 2% additional chance to make your army stronger.
Oh, you have no idea how luck-based it is, because gas attack and gas defense.
Okay, hold on. Can you pause for a moment again?
Okay.
Apparently, I can lose 10% population. Oh, it's the Aegon Islands. I don't really care about these guys.
Nobody ever does.
Minus 10%. People die. Stuff happens.
Jesus
Who
Christ.
cares?
You are a terrible human being, Marbazier. Just saying. Just saying.
Ugh.
Genocide is commonplace in this game.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have
Yep.
no conscience to play this game.
It's pretty commonplace in real life, too, I'm just saying.
It is, it is.
Especially in this time period.
Oh,
is,
yep.
Is there a Paradox game in which genocide doesn't happen?
Hearts of Iron.
Probably not.
Hearts of Iron, actually, which is the weirdest one.
What?
Like, that's the worst part is the game that's like the entire war was over the genocide of the Jews, yet the game has absolutely no genocide at all. It sidesteps genocide of all kind. There's no cultures, no religions, just soldiers.
I just researched the idealism.
Good work.
So now positivism or some industry stuff, I wonder. Like the next railroad or the next.
I'm doing more
mechanized.
tax.
Yeah. More tax.
I just tax the shit out of my people.
Yeah, that's perfectly reasonable. I can't tell you what to do, because then we'd all be researching the exact same thing. And
I like more money, what can I say?
Yeah.
I like education. I'll
Yep.
go for the.
That's perfectly fair. There's not really a wrong answer in this case. Just remember, nobody cares about certain texts.
So,
Right.
I
Like
guess,
nobody actually cares about aesthetics, which serves to do nothing but give you increased prestige. It
But
doesn't actually do anything else.
but you become a great power more easily though, like that, right?
In the
If you
early
get
game,
it.
yes. You'll find actually prestige is the least valuable of the scores that you can have. Industry and military are far more valuable. Like in the late game, military scores I see skyrocket easily into the thousands because suddenly dreadnoughts are a thing.
So it's safe to like completely ignore aesthetics for the whole game.
Pretty
if you
much, yeah.
want.
It's like
Okay.
the only thing I ignore more than it usually is naval techs.
Yeah, you guys can just ignore that completely.
Yeah,
I probably
but
can
if
too.
you're Britain, you can't ignore that now, can you?
Yeah, exactly. If you're Britain, you actually have to care.
So pretty much every military tech increases supply consumption,
Yep.
which
That's-
makes your
yeah,
army
But
more expensive to maintain,
again-
I assume.
correct, because you have to buy more guns, more
Right.
clothes, and all that shit for them.
How unreasonable.
Yeah, exactly.
Then again,
I
like,
assume morale is still king, like in EU4, or is it? Like, for example, the army leadership line.
You
army
are
professionalism is
slightly
plus 10%
incorrect. It's
morale.
actually organization.
Okay.
Morale exists in this game, but it's entirely something else compared to
Okay.
E4.
So right. So what about morale and military tactics? Like the whole army leadership tree.
All right, I'll go over that, sure. Real quick. So you have morale, military tactics, and organization. Organization.
Can you pause for a moment? I got a decision.
Okay.
Not keep talking.
All right. So, you have three things: organization, morale, and military tactics.
Yep.
Organization is the same thing that morale is in EU4. It's just the hard thing that causes your people to retreat when they run out of it.
Can you see like your current total somewhere? Yeah, on the military screen.
Yep.
Right.
Kinda.
Yeah, I don't see morale in here.
Yeah, I don't think it's actually in there
Yeah,
because
okay,
it's on a
never
unit
mind
by
then.
unit basis. If you go to build army, I think it
Mhm.
should show in there somewhere, but I can't build anything right now to see.
no, it
As I
actually.
was going though, however, morale is your organizational regain rate,
Oh, okay.
and military tactics just affects how good your troops fight.
Okay. So for people who play EU4, organization is basically morale in this game, right?
Yep, organization is morale, and
Mhm.
morale is morale regain rate.
Except
I saw some
Paradox
text
got
that
it
improved
wrong
that,
in
I
the
think.
tooltips because
Yeah,
if
the
you
whole
set,
military science tree
I mean,
improves
if,
organization.
if you select an army and then you look at the green bar, it shows that it's
Morale,
like
yeah.
organization, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It does.
But if you go to military and you hover over that same green bar, it shows that it's morale. So what is it then, Paradox?
Oh, it does actually.
See?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
actually does. Morale 100%. I assume that's just a fuck up.
yeah, it's just a fuck up.
Should be.
Get used to it. Nobody
Not
claimed this
question
game was
it.
perfect. Nobody claimed this game was perfect.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why it's better to listen to me than the tooltips.
Yes.
Okay. Apparently, rebel factions are organizing in my country.
Oh yeah, that'll happen.
Mm-hmm.
That'll happen. They're not
Greek
actually that big.
reactionaries.
The
Do
reaction.
I have to care about that? I don't see.
Maybe. I'm
I
actually
got
surprised the reaction.
6,000, but everything else is at 0. Like literally everything is at 0, but there are 6,000 members
Yeah.
of the faction.
So yeah, that's fine. Let's find out why there are rebels in your country.
Mm,
Go to the population tab, and hit select all in the top right,
okay.
and make sure you select your country on the tree on the left, and
And
then
then sort by rebel faction.
sort by militancy. Actually,
Okay, hold on. I don't see
the little fire.
militancy. I'm not seeing it.
Size.
Oh yeah, I see it. Right. Yeah, I see it.
If you mouse over that, it will tell you why militancy is going up or going down.
Mm-hmm. Monthly change. Life needs not fulfilled.
Soldiers.
Everyday needs not fulfilled.
It's
In short,
soldiers,
they're not
right?
getting. Yeah, they're soldiers.
Yeah, it's all life needs not fulfilled. And
That's because you're not
every day
paying your soldiers.
Mhm, yep.
So that's
Hey,
all.
I blame you. You said it's a good idea to
I
reduce
tell you,
it.
hey, I wasn't wrong. You almost have enough money for a factory now, don't you?
Yep.
Okay.
So
Exactly.
I'll just raise military spending, and that should fix it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. If you give your soldiers money, they won't.
Or I can just let them complain.
Yeah,
because
pretty
there's 0% revolt risk.
Yeah,
have-
the odds of your soldiers actually organizing into something that will be a threat to you is pretty unlikely.
But if they do, you're actually kind of screwed.
Yeah, because then your army suddenly turns into rebels, and then you don't have any
Yeah.
money anymore. Ugh.
I'm not making money like from our liquid distillery. It's just like plus 0.05.
That's probably because you don't have any
Yeah,
craftsmen.
I have only 135.
Okay, one more thing. What about administration efficiency, which is the monetary system line?
Yeah,
Is
my
that-
short answer is just pretend it doesn't exist.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to decide what to research next.
If you click on a province, actually, well, I found one in my country conveniently right now. Click on Bor. It's in my country. It's my most
Click
right.
on what?
Bor. B-O-R. It's a province in my country.
Oh, you mean right?
Yeah, yeah. And then you go down
Not
to
seeing it. Hold on.
my country. You're looking at Serbia, right?
Yeah, I see southern Serbia.
No, southern Serbia is not in my country.
Wait, what? Yeah,
There-
this map is kind of hard to read when you're zoomed in. Yeah, I see it. I got
Yeah,
it.
All right, you found Bor. So, if you go and have a little look on the bottom left pane, there should be a
Yep.
little thing that reads spoil system. Can you see that?
Not really.
Where
Which
is that?
part of
In
it?
the bottom left. It's just under what it produces, grain, and just above the province population.
Cord supply limit, Fort Naval Base Railroad. I'm not seeing
Province population.
it. Province population,
Up.
province life rating, and terrain plane. I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, so there is.
Really?
Right
Okay,
above.
can you guys see the grain icon?
Yes.
Yep.
Right below
Maybe-
that.
It's coarse.
It cords. Maybe it's just for you.
I guess so. Yeah, oh fuck, I
Just
click
for
on
you.
somebody else's, I can't
Because
see it.
like when I click on my own
Yeah,
provinces,
I'm
I
a
see
moron.
something completely different than you.
Yeah, that's fair. It's something only shown to me. If you
Yeah.
select through your own provinces, see if you can find something.
Mhm. Yeah, I
Um,
see mafia minus 5% factory output.
Yeah, that's what administration efficiency actually affects. There'll be
Yeah.
little like crime
Okay, so
sprees
that's
go
what
on
you're talking about.
provinces.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what am
Machine
I supposed
politics.
to look
Yeah.
Mine plus 500% strength of strongest party. What?
Good news.
Okay.
That doesn't matter because you don't have votes.
Mm-hmm.
As a
Yeah.
good news, most of the crimes don't matter because you don't have elections.
Immoral business, minus 20% RGO output. So can you actually do anything about these modifiers, or are they like permanently?
They kind of come and go over time.
It's like an event, basically, yeah?
Basically, yeah, it's a mini little province event that we'll
Okay.
fuck around with a bit. And the higher your administration efficiency, the less often they occur. They're all
I see
negative.
spoil system now, plus 200% ruling party support.
Yeah.
But why are... Okay, this is weird. Hold on. I lost the previous one. Okay. Why are some are... Oh, no, it's a different one. I thought one was red and the other one was green, but it was the same modifier. It's different.
Yeah, it might say green, but don't actually worry about it. The spoil system
Plus-
one I know shows green,
Yeah, okay.
but it's just strength of ruling party, so
Mhm.
it doesn't actually matter.
Alright.
But yeah, they're all basically negative things. You generally don't want them, and you know. All right. Well,
Alright,
sorry,
hold on.
my
Can you
evil
pause for a moment?
machinations have
Yeah,
just come to life
because
again.
I'm capped on research points and I still didn't pick what I want to research. Ugh. There are so many texts to choose from.
Yep. That there are.
Just rushing functionalities.
So mining output, farming output, is that something I should care about?
Yes, both of those things are related to you.
Mm-hmm. Right, so that's that.
Fucking politics are stacked to shit against me.
I wish there was a way to make it automatically increase the relations.
This is gonna suck.
So it's not gonna work again, your crisis?
It's going to work in about the worst way possible.
Oh
By the
wow.
way-
Russia, Austria, UK.
By the
100%.
way,
Wait, what? Diplomacy?
the crisis thinks this is not good for me.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yes.
Can you
Goodbye.
pause for a moment? Like, speed 4 is a little bit too much right now.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Okay. So,
Goodbye,
crisis over
Kelvin.
the return of Serbia's rightful territories.
Yeah.
So wait,
This,
if,
this isn't good.
if
So,
you're...
what is this about?
So
Return to who?
me. If you'll notice on the Russian Empire side, there's a little Serbian flag.
Right.
Russia wants me to acquire southern Serbia.
Mm-hmm.
The Ottoman Empire wants to just acquire Georgia from Russia.
Right.
And you can see who's on whose side.
Mm-hmm.
With France still being on the fence, they'll join Russia. Probably soon.
Right.
Currently, it's Spain and Russia versus the Ottoman Empire, Prussia, Austria, and the United Kingdom. AKA,
This is
Nice
still
World
kind
War.
of confusing, honestly.
Nice World War.
just wait. It'll make sense when it goes to war.
Oh, okay.
Because when it goes to war, there'll be two sides to the war, and then you'll start seeing it. It can be resolved diplomatically, but I have a feeling okay, yeah. This. Wow. It was resolved diplomatically.
Accepted.
And on top of that,
So
Russia lost.
Does that mean they got Georgia?
Yes, go over
does.
and look at Georgia.
From the
It's now under
Ottomans.
control of the Ottomans.
Yeah.
Why Russia?
Well, that
Why?
was interesting.
Well, fuck.
And Kelvin gets screwed over again.
Yeah, this ain't going well for me. Like I said, the problem is Russia didn't get any allies at the start of the game.
Yeah.
There's always one great power who doesn't get allies at the start of the game because
Okay.
there's the USA on the other side. There's a rule that is a great power cannot have more than one great power ally.
Mm-hmm.
So
Alright.
the USA won't ally any Europeans, and the other 7 are all Europeans. So that means there's 7 possible great powers to ally. That's an odd number, so 1 will always be left out.
All right.
Unfortunately for me, it was fucking Russia.
Yeah.
So I'm pissed.
So that basically messed up your entire strategy.
Yeah, that's why I've been basically bribing Prussia this whole time, trying to get them to support me in crisis. I actually probably need to say fuck you to Russia and to start decreasing relations, and try and make sure they never support me again. It sucks.
All right,
need to
but I think we should make a cut at this point.
Are we
So
just
this will
gonna
be
have
the
an
end of second episode.
Is it just gonna be a theme where every episode one of my crises just goes horribly wrong?
Probably.
God damn it.
So thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you weren't too confused.
I hate everything.
And we'll see you next time.